Here's the Elliott wave forecast for January 20th, 2011. I'm going to go into detail on the 3-month chart of the S&P and NASDAQ because the correction we saw today could be the start of something a little bit larger than normal. Normal meaning that it won't retrace a small portion of the previous wave and could actually be starting to retrace a larger portion, which is the third wave that started way back in November. Anyway, for NASDAQ, this is wave 1, wave 2, and wave 3, and the start of a 4. The 0.32 retracement level I have for NASDAQ is if it breaks through 2715, it's as low as 2660 or the previous 4. That will retrace the entire move from 2480 to 2760. So the first layer of support to the downside is first 2710 and 2715, which is both 0.618 and 0.382. And to the downside further is 2660, which happens to be the previous 4 and 0.382. So again, 2715 and 2660. Remember that. For S&P, yeah, this is a little bit complicated, so you have to listen very carefully because it took me about half an hour to figure out. Anyway, so I had to look at these waves really closely because the retracements are so tiny and there's no definitive wave 2s or wave 4s. But anyway, for S&P, the next layer of support to the downside is 1273, which happens to be both 0.618 and 0.382. 0.32 of the move from 1234 to 1296 is 1273. So that's the first layer of support. The next layer of support would be 0.382 of the move from 1173 to 1296, which would be to the downside as low as 1250 or 1255. So these levels we have to watch carefully for the next week or two. I mean, it's expiration and it's getting it is pretty. It has been pretty volatile this week so far. Well, the past couple of days. um, Again, I think that we could be retracing the move from 1172 to 1296 in the S&P, and the lowest I can see it goes to around 1255. It needs to hold that level and then rally in a 5. That'll be 345. The Dow doesn't has barely retraced anything, so I really can't. I can't look at the Dow. It actually looks more clear. Look at the diamonds. Looks a little more clear. Looks like wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. Wave 4 will retrace back to as low as, I think that's 11,550. Let's see. Yeah. Worst case scenario is a drop to as low as 11,550 to retrace this third wave, which would be 0.382. Alright guys, hopefully you got those targets, and if you really have to, I would rewind this video and read it again and watch it again and then copy those downside targets to your clipboard or your text file. That's a wrap.